And here we are to day 10, December 30th. And the prompt for today is mustard. And it's really interesting. After doing the last tag, I had talked about, like going to the things I know and maybe not trying to put so much on each tag. And then I just totally threw the kitchen sink at this tag, which is funny to me personally. But then also, like, I didn't think I loved it, and now that I'm back here after taking the photos and I've edited the video and I'm doing the voiceover, I'm like, this one's not that bad. Like, it's growing on me. And I think part of it is that I'm remembering and going back to that sort of idea that they don't have to be finished. I have to remind myself. I say it out loud to you, but I'm telling myself also, like, this isn't a final product. It doesn't have to be. I mean, it can be. It certainly can be. But it doesn't have to be. So I'm spending my 5 minutes. I'm getting some shit done. And it's going to be what it's going to be. I glued down the mustard element with a Yoo-hoo stick, which I really love. And then I got out my Lyra Aquarels. They're watercolor crayons. And they are amazing. I really, really love them for playing in the background. And when I want to do some sort of like scribbly, watery media, and they give a whole sort of feel that nothing else does. I feel like you get this scribbly crayon style with them, and then you can soften it with water, and it's really lovely. I'm still utilizing that dirty water. I have not changed my brush water yet. So when I activate the Aquarel, I'm activating it with dirty water, and then I'm splattering some of that. There's some yellow still in the paintbrush, heating that dry, doing a couple more splatters, heating that dry. Kind of a push and pull here. I do know that once I've gotten a tag wet and then it's dried, because it's paper-based, the fibers in the paper will soak up the water, and then they don't always dry or go back into like their sort of specific space. And so a lot of times I find myself like bending my tag or adding a little extra heat or a little extra water to get it to lay flat. Another thing you can do if you don't have too many like heat activated elements on your tag or on your paper, whatever, is zap it with an iron. Put it between two pieces of parchment paper or folded over parchment paper and just give it a good iron. I did some asemic writing. I love asemic writing. So I came in with a darker color, or maybe like a more vibrant, not quite darker, but more vibrant colored Lyra crayon, and I did some asemic writing with that. And then I did some asemic writing with my Micron pen. Again, they are permanent when they're dry, so I really love them. They're good for non-textured medium. They have a felt tip, so it's not the best choice. If you come in and use it on textured work, like if you have a lot of gesso down, or if you have a lot of textures, grit, if you have a lot of anything like that, it'll tear up the tip of your Micron. But when you've got mostly paper like this, you're usually pretty good to go. I'm playing with some elements here, some different things. I played with a stamp from one of my new stamp die cut washies. I am playing with some more of that little token craft colored goodness. I layered them in one place and didn't really like them, so I pulled them up. And the great thing about Fabri-Tac, if it's still wet, you can kind of rub it off of a surface and it gums up. So I ended up not using the tag at all, or the stamp at all. I used that piece of coin, like craft colored wrapper. I added a couple extra lines of Micron asemic writing. And then I came in and added some stripes to that delicious little piece of craft. It's a wrapper around some coins. I said that before, like way back a few videos when I first used it. But so now I don't know what to call it. It's like a coin kind of wrapper. And then I thought, I could use some bigger, bolder marks. So I came in with some golden fluid acrylic and I put some paintbrush marks down. And then I thought like 3 just doesn't look quite right. So I'm going to add 2 more and they look fine. I kind of wish I hadn't added them at all, but you really can't take it back. So think about that. And I really loved where it resisted. So check out the close-up photos. You can see where the bottom one and the like middle right one, it resisted the Lyra watercolor crayon, which is really cool. So that might be an effect I play with some more. But here are the close-up shots. Don't forget those elements. You need to sign up now to get the free elements. We are going to close that workshop. It's free. You don't have to pay. You just have to go in and sign up. But we do close it off after open enrollment closes, which it's open enrollment to the Ugly Art Club now. So get over there and join theuglyartclub.com. You know you want to join us.